And this world is theoretical and business, probably the and semiconductor industries, because the Arab and the TSMC and the Samsung 2NE1, and they are using the 2NE1's and the formula, trying to and Intel company to join some of the and the nano size and competition. It is something like the US and the federals and the formula. Uh, the federal how to damage the Russia the entire countries, because they are using some of the and they are using some of the moonshot and the formula. What is the moonshot? And this and the federal and using some of the kind of the and formula, like they are the using some of the and rocket and technology to and we've arrived at the moon. And this is why the dangerous and the technology, because if from the earth to and reach the moon, this means and the entire the earth is the under attack the US military the missile, because the earth and reach the moon. It means the the to 2025 the Tesla and automatic car cannot and reach some of the and very simple routes. Probably the only the and can possible to very simple the highway. There is the no any and how can I say, and very and difficult to calculation route. The highway only the how can I say, is very and straight the road, and so there is any no difficulties. But the moonshot, and if from the earth to and reach the moon, there is the something like you can as telecommunication technologies. The moon is the always and take off the and earth. So if some and technology and using and reach the and moon and telecommunication technology, there is impossible in general thinking. There is impossible because your current situation only and reaches and 300 meter is the maximum and distance telecommunication technology, 300 meter. This is 5G technology is the and something like and the tower between the and one A tower and B tower, the distance is the maybe and 300 meters. But from the earth to the moon, the distance is the, I don't know who knows and the distance. So the motherfucker and the US military and using some of the moonshot and technology and let the and Russia entire and country will join the and this and moonshot and competition technology. This is impossible, but losing the thousands of money, but no any results. This formula just using some of the 21 Samsung and TSMC. They are using the technology, and the 21 is a moonshot technology. Probably in current moment it's impossible to and reach the something like 3 nanometer and 2 nanometers and this kind of the theoretical and IC. And how the and TSMS Samsung and trying to and the Intel and join the some of the like nanotechnologies and nano sizes and manufacturing technologies. But it is not answer, because you know, if some the nano size technologies not and come from the EUV osmosis and technology, the ASLM the some kind of the EUV and the DUV, this machine is key and manufacturing the machine, but the technology is not belong to Intel and not belong to and TSMC, not belong to and Samsung. It's only the and belong to the ASM, something like EUV maker and DUV maker. They are not and business with the and Intel. Who and buying the EUV and DUV, and they can and this EUV and DUV just and printer technology, and which company's printer technology is most advanced? Everybody knows, and Japan is the most and advantaged and printer technology, and the LDP's and the biggest weapon is printer technology. Why I'm saying that? And the printer technology and the related and something like and ASLM, the EUV and DUVs and technology, who and printer and very and small size and the leader. This as means this company's printer can control the any and the size and nano sizes and printing technologies. Probably and Japan is number one. The who is the Japanese biggest printer company? Probably Sharp and Canon. Sharp and Canon is the biggest printer maker in the world. So from the digital technology and shipment, a lot of the company just give up the printer and the machine, but only and the Sharp and Canon, those two companies only and continuously to and developing the printer technology. Also the Konica Minolta, the three company always and trying to and improvement printer technology. Why the printer technology and so important? Because it is and related to the semiconductors and nano sizes printer and EUV and DUV. But this is not way, because Intel is not a printer company. They are and just manufacturing company. And if Intel trying to ensure how to and lower and current consumption and power consumption through the manufacturing and the nano sizes and improvement, it is not ensured. They will and lose the thousand of money and with no any and results. Why I'm saying that? Because the semiconductors key technology is not and nano size and small size of the transistor and dentist. So what is the ensure of the semiconductors manufacturing and this probably chemist is the semiconductors and manufacturing key technologies. What is the most advanced and chemical and deposition? Probably the screen and TFT and processing is screen and processing is most advanced technologies. Probably I know that, and because the chemistry and TFT, what is a TFT? Thin film and transistor. It is the most advanced and transistor technologies. The size is maybe the and 1/10 size of the and the MOS FET. Because the MOS FETs and the common like the semiconductor manufacturing and technology, something like Intel and Samsung and TSMC, they are out of the and those and semiconductor manufacturing using the using the MOS FET. That's but the MOS FET is high heat generator semiconductor. Why I'm saying that the MOS FET's most and the weakness point is analog devices and semiconductor like on the power and analog semiconductor like and the TIs and the power control and MOSFET and like and the Renesas and the power analog semiconductor. Out of the power control, the MOSFETs consist of the something like Intel and TSMC and Samsung's and the structure and the chemical material. Using some of them, the MOSFET, it is not technology. It is just something like and construction building technology, and no any and know-how in there. Intel is the becoming the white company. TSMC also the becoming the white company, and the Samsung is also the becoming the white company. And the Samsung and the TSMC and trying to using the 2NE1 and they are trapping the Intel and join the nano size and printing technologies, but the printing technology is not part of the Intel's and area. The most advanced and transistor technologies. The transistor is the cell of the semiconductor, but the cell of the semiconductors there is any no and difference even if the Intel and the TSMC and the Samsung. Why? Who is behind the 2NE1 and the Samsung and TSMC? Only the one company exists in the world. Which one? Which one? Sharp. Sharp. Sharp is number one and the semiconductor and manufacturing companies. And if Sharp and using the theoretical building, the behind probably and the Raptors is something like and covered and Sharp. Sharp covered Raptors and brands, and Sharp covered and Samsung brands, and Sharp covered and TSMC brands, and Sharp covered and Sony's and CMOS and brands. The Sharp is the core during the Kung party is the Sharp is the Wang Huning. And the theoretical and strategies and making and masters Wang Huning in Kung party, Mr. Wang. King. Wang means the king. And who is the king of the Kung party? Sharp is the king of the Kung party. And why named Sharp? Printing technology using the Sharp and this small and very thinnest and rather sharp, looking the sharp and the sharp pen. But the most and the sharp and is just the in front of the sharp is the Samsung and the TSMC. They are using the moonshot technology, trying to and destroy Intel's and investment money. In that way, Intel maybe and during the 5 years will be enter the bankruptcy. Why I'm saying that the Intel out of the developing way and is they are going to they are going to death way. Why I'm saying that because the not and small size can and reach the and low consumption power and high and calculating speeds. This comes from the chemical deposition. What is then the Sharp's most and advanced and chemical deposition? ALD. ALD means the and using in general and something like and most FT is something amorphous and there are any and no and chemical and moleculars and arrangements. They are only and using some of the and semiconductor and SI and deposited and there is no any material technologies. The LLD is using the LTPS and the LTPS is the most advanced more than and most effective. The LTPS is something like arranged and S-size molecular, and same size the transistor can reach the probably the 50 times, and maybe reach the 30 the 50 times, and yes, the technologies, and but and the sharp is not and satisfied by the LTPSs. Also, they are developing the EXO technology. What is the EXO technology? EXO technology is most and advanced, more than and the LTPS. Same size of the most effective with the most effective way reached 100 times, 200 times, and electron and movement speeds. This means, and if same 10 nanometer and semiconductor with Intel, the sharp and will be reached 100 times most faster and low power consumption than Intel technologies.